Hello, 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 and welcome to Life Coaching with Ink. This is ER, Emotional Response Podcast. Ivory, hello. Welcome again. This is a new week, new topics. I hope everyone enjoyed their weekend. I'm excited, as usual, mainly because it's always a new topic to talk about when it comes to emotional management and emotional response. Today's topic is on affirmation. I had another A in mind, but affirmation took over and became the dominant topic in my thought process. So now today we talk about affirmation. Before we go any further, let me define affirmation to everyone. Is to encourage, to esteem highly, to uplift, to affirm, strengthen, boost oneself or others. Affirmation is so powerful. It's so powerful that from birth up into adulthood, our levels of affirmation can be the contingent factor in our success. And our success in elementary, and our success in high school, and our success in college. We believe as we perceive. That which we perceive affects how we believe. However you switch the words around, affirmation plays a significant role not only in your development, but in your progress. Development as a person and progress when it comes to your business and your affairs. Affirmation is something that parents should make an obligation to do just as much as making sure your child has clothes on their back and their belly's full. Affirmation is the key component that fills the mind and the heart. And as I was defining affirmation, if you have the proper amount of affirmation in your mind and in your heart, you can persevere through any hardship. Mainly because it begins with your mind, your internal makeup. If you're affirmed that you can get through it, you will get through it. Now, when looking at affirmation pertaining to self, there are so many ways you can make this a key component. You can buy little stickies. You could do little features on your phone. You can do it via journal or diary, and just spend time affirming who you are as an individual. Why? Because if you don't do it, nobody else will. And there are some people that do it, But they should be like icing on a cake to a cake that's already established. You should be the main person affirming who you are. There are so many different things that you can pull on to affirm who you are as an individual. Books, documentaries, songs. There are so many ways you can be affirmed as an individual. But it begins with you. It begins with you. I remember there was a time where in one of my apartments that I used to rent out Drexel Hill, I used to put little stickies on the mirror just to affirm who I was as I was brushing my teeth. So I look at those stickies. And mainly because when you wake up not only with just the residue of yesterday, whatever you got into, but you also wake up with all these internal theories that you have made up along the years. And affirmation is reprogramming your mind, kicking out the old and putting in the new. Taking time to affirm to yourself just who you are. Just who you are. Looking in the mirror. Getting dressed. As you take care of the external, the internal is just as important. Just as important. There are so many positive things that you could tell yourself. I am great. Are there other great people out there? Yes, there is. But right now you're focusing on self and building self up. So I am great. I am intelligent. I am good at deep thinking. I like my penmanship. I am strong. I will become successful in my God-given passion. These things you have to affirm to yourself, because doubt plays on the mind and heart of everyone. And affirmation kindly pushes doubt away and affirms who you are. Is it worth it? Yes. So, building self up is such a vital component in your existence as a person. It affects the way you talk, the way you sit, the way you walk. Affirming who you are and building and securing who you are affects all that you invest in and do. Sometimes you find people in life, they're so talented, but they lack the confidence. And if someone would just come along and affirm who they are, it could propel them into a future they only could dream of. Your talents and your gifts are not taken away because you lack a strong self-esteem. You have to be able to build yourself up so that the gift that you have to impart to the world, you can do. But if you're sitting in a corner feeling self-defeated about your issues, you're not going to go nowhere as a person, and the people that really need you more than anything else will not receive you. They will click on the TV. They will go to somebody else and resort to some other things, when all they had to hear was that they could go on, they could do it, they strong, they powerful, they're leaders. It's so many affirming words that you can use to make yourself strong. And you have to be able to do that. Another point, not only when it comes to affirming yourself, you have to be able to affirm others. Why? Because everybody has that down moment. Everybody has that weak moment. No one is perfect. And you don't know what someone is battling with internally. And you might be the very person to affirm who they are so they can move forward. And this requires you deciphering your surroundings and the people that are in your lives and around you. You should be able to calculate, okay, their head is down. Their shoulders are slumped over. They need something. And drugs are not the answer. And you have crossed their paths. You very well may be the answer that they've been looking for in order to move forward in their business. So you have to tend to others. Not because you have yet arrived, but because you see the significance in connecting with each other, regardless of background or creed. You were wired to be relational, to be connected. And so you impart that to others. And you affirm when they show their imperfections that it's a part of life. You don't just stay there, keep moving. So not only you need to work on affirming yourself, but you also need to work on affirming others and how to do it. You might say, well, your day is going lousy. How can you affirm someone? Attempt to fix whatever is making your day go wrong. Whether it's your perspective, whether you're overthinking something. Take a step back. Affirmation is a thing that can be routinely done. Routinely done. When you greeting someone and they're going one place and you're going another place, you should already have programmed in your mind what you exactly say to them. Because it could be that morning or that day where they just need words from someone to go on. And that someone could be you. Now, affirmation, when it comes to taking care of business, is something that you got to tread lightly on. Because if misconstrued,